Meanwhile, President Barack Obama said yesterday that the United States would work diplomatically to reduce tensions with North Korea, while warning that Washington would take all necessary steps to protect America and its allies.
Now's the time for North Korea to end the kind of belligerent approach that they've been taking and to try to lower temperatures. Nobody wants to see a conflict on the Korean Peninsula. And we will continue to try to work to resolve some of those issues diplomatically, even as I indicated to the Secretary General that the United States will take all necessary steps to protect its people and to meet our obligations under our alliances in the region.
In a meeting with Obama at the White House, United Nations Secretary General Ban Ki-moon praised the U.S. for its measured response to provocative rhetoric from North Korea.
In close consultation with the Republic of Korea government and with the strong engagement with neighboring countries like China, we hope that all the countries, including China, who may have influence over North Korea, can exercise their leadership and influence so that this situation will be resolved peacefully.
Moving on to more local news, statements have been recorded from about 30 persons so far regarding the disappearance of Thilina Jayasinghe, an automobile engineering student from the German Technical Institute in Katubadda.
While the student had left his place of residence last Thursday night, he has not been seen or heard from since. The police say that while statements have been recorded from persons who associated with the missing student, investigations are also underway into telephone calls that the student made prior to his disappearance. The police say their attention has also been drawn to an earlier incident where the missing student, Thilina Jayasinghe, was allegedly assaulted by a group in Eheliagoda. Meanwhile, the principal of the German Tech Institute has submitted a report to the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Skills Development regarding the student's disappearance.
The post-mortem examination on the body of an infant found in a marsh in Indivita Kandana was conducted today at the Ragama Teaching Hospital. The police media spokesperson's office said that no arrests have been made as yet, since investigations are continuing to determine whether there was foul play involved. The body of Sadev Himsar was handed over to his relatives today following the post-mortem examination. The body of 1 year and 1 month-old Sadev Himsara, who is believed to have been murdered, was found yesterday in a marsh located near his home in Deepikagama, Kandana. Himsara's mother had gone to a relative's house close by after putting him to sleep with a cousin at around 9 o'clock on Wednesday night. Neighbors say they heard the cries of the infant coming from the house at around 9 that night. Relatives suspect that someone may have thrown the infant into the marsh.
Welcome back to the news. Now, on several occasions, News First reported on problems that have arisen due to irregular waste disposal.
However, it is indeed disappointing that authorities have failed to pay any attention to these problems.
Fetid waste has been disposed of at this location in Madunagala near the Ambalantota Suryavaiva road for several years. There is a problem at the Suryavaiva Pradeshya Sabha because there is no bowser. We cannot even provide a bowser to clean the drainage systems in the area because our Pradeshya Sabha does not have the machines to provide such a service. Although the chairman of the Pradeshya Sabha made this statement, our cameras captured footage of a bowser with an inscription stating that it was from the Suryavaiva Pradeshya Sabha dumping waste here recently. The waste disposed here collects in two waterways which flow across the D18, D19 and D20 agrarian settlements into the Kadavara Reservoir. The waters of the Kadavara Reservoir flow into the Walaway Ganga via the Ridhyagama waterway and the Koggalara tributary. It flows across the villages of Madhya Mahalanda, Karagasara, Baragama, Bolana and Koggalla. It is not only the farmers who have been put at risk through the dumping of waste in Madunagala. Wild animals which consume the waste are also under threat. Located in close proximity to the waste disposal site are the historic Aranya Senasanas of Karambagala and Madunagala.
Still to come on the news. Sergio Garcia and Mark Leishman share the lead at the Masters ahead of tournament favourite Tiger Woods. All the action coming up on Sport.
Moving on to business news tonight, the annual report of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka notes that the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, one of the nation's biggest public enterprises, has incurred total losses of 150.9 billion rupees. This figure, incidentally, amounts to nearly 2% of Sri Lanka's GDP.
According to the CBSL's annual report for 2012, the Ceylon Electricity Board, which incurred a loss of 19.3 billion rupees in 2011, saw that loss increase to 61.2 billion rupees in 2012. The central bank points out that losses incurred by the CEB increased due to increased thermal power generation and the purchase of electricity from private suppliers, which led to a high unit cost of electricity. As at the end of 2012, the CEB's short-term debts and debts payable to institutions, including the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, amounted to 137 billion rupees. Meanwhile, the CPC incurred a loss of 89.7 billion rupees last year. It is notable that the CPC incurred such a massive loss against a backdrop where the price of petrol, diesel and kerosene has been increased by 22 rupees, 31 rupees and 35 rupees respectively. The central bank also reveals that loans obtained by the CPC from the banking system for the fiscal year has increased by 53.7 billion rupees.
Deputy Minister of Economic Development S.M. Chandrasena, addressing a media briefing in Anuradhapura, said that there is no point in pointing the finger at the government regarding the mass grave in Matale.
According to the
මෙරටේ මිනිස්සු මැරලා ඉපදිලා නැහැ 88 89 කියන්නේ ඒ තරම්ම විශාල ඉතිහාසයක් නෑ මෑත ඉතිහාසෙ වෙච්ච සිද්ධියක්.
People in this country have not been reborn. 1988 and 1989 is not something that happened that far back. It is the recent past. So I request from the President, when conducting an inquiry into this, to look into everyone and look into the manner in which the JVP and the UNP operated back then. It is important that paramilitaries like the Black Cats, Yellow Cats and also the Green Tigers be investigated and a broad inquiry be conducted. Because of the political background, it would be better to do this via a special court. Why was there a JVP riot in 88 and 89? What were their operations afterwards? If this takes place, half of Parliament will have to go to prison.
News First Chatri Udeshika Prera toured the city of Colombo today for a first-hand experience on the last-minute preparations ahead of the Sinhala and Tamil New Year.
Many are eagerly awaiting the Sinhala and Tamil New Year, filled with hope and expectation.
There are only 2 days more for the dawn of the new year. News First paid a visit to Petta today. The crowd you see here, amidst the hustle and bustle, are making final preparations for the new year. Our cameras managed to capture the manner in which they are purchasing food and other items for the new year.
Consumers and traders expressed these views to News First.
වැඩියෙන් හොඳට බිස්නස් තියෙනවා මේ වෙලාවේ. මේ අවුරුද්දගේ තමයි ඉතින් කිසි වෙනසක් නැහැ. ඒ ගිය අවුරුද්දේ මේ වගේ මේ දවස් දෙක තුනේ වෙලදාම තියෙනවා.
ඇත්තටම ලාභයි බඩු ගොඩක්ම අවුරුද්ද ගොඩක් අයට සරුයි කියලා හිතනවා. මේ පාර බඩු ලාභයක් නැහැ ඉතින්.
ලාභයි හොඳ ඒවා තියෙනවා. මේ මම හිතනවා මේ වෙන අවුරුද්ද වලට වඩා ගොඩක් මිනිස්සුන්ට සාර්ථකව අවුරුද්ද ගෙනියන්න පුළුවන් කියලා.
The boiling of milk is a tradition observed during the New Year. A new type of cooker used for this purpose caught our attention.
United National Party parliamentarian Ravi Karunanayake says that transport fares in electricity and water tariffs can be reduced if the price of fuel is reduced. Karunanayake expressed this view during a visit made to the Totalanga fair.
Vegetables that were sold at 80 rupees yesterday are being sold at 160 rupees today. This is how the prices have increased. Previously, 6 or 7 sacks of vegetables were sold, but today that number has reduced to 1 or 2 sacks. Now a budget pack has been introduced to deceive the country. We are asking whether a kilogram of vegetables too can be sold through a budget pack. We challenge this government to stop their fraudulent activities and create a way for people to live.
Well, up next is the newspaper cartoon of the day.